Yeah, I think my first experience with Georgia Chiropractic Neurology Center was now 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago. I had just started playing professional tennis, and I got in touch with my current coach, Jacob Meyer, who had been talking about Dr. Mark Ellis for a while, and he said only great things. Basically told me that he was a mentor for him for his whole professional life, and that a lot of the physical stuff and the technical stuff that Jacob and I would do would only get enhanced by all of the neurological things and all of the kind of unknown things that they could find at Georgia Chiropractic. One of the biggest things that we found here early on is that I had POTS. We actually had I didn't even know what it was in the beginning, and they explained it all very well here. I was working with Dr. Julie Owens. I was working with Dr. Mark Ellis consistently, and they got it a lot better. I noticed improvements in my game right away. I noticed that I wasn't getting as tired on the court as I was in the beginning, because a lot of movements in tennis are going up and down physically, crouching down and then standing up and crouching down again and standing up, and that was affecting me without me even realizing. And the difference between before the POTS treatment and after the POTS treatment was drastic. And then one of the biggest things that I've learned here is that has been working with Dr. Pete Bout. He and I have been working tirelessly for years on a lot of emotional blocks and neurological blocks in my nervous system that would kind of subconsciously hold me back from the technical and mechanical changes that we were making to my game, or the goals that we were trying to achieve, the ranking goals that I was trying to get to. And I wouldn't necessarily feel all of those things in regular conversation with my coach or with other players, yet my body would have a reaction to it, whether that be a worry reaction or some sort of self-consciousness or whatever it may be. And we've been working and still currently are on some self-limiting beliefs or some distrust that is in my body, and working to clear those so that the congruency between my physical limits and then also my mental limits are on the same page. And I can honestly say that without Georgia Chiropractic, I would not be the tennis player or the human that I am right now. And I think my tennis goals are getting clearer and clearer, and the results that we've had, especially the last year or so, are in a very large part to Dr. Mark Ellis and his team. You know, but Dr. Owens was the one who told me there's only so much you can do literally, physically and technically before you need to work neurologically to implement and integrate all of that. And the cool part about Georgia Chiropractic that has helped me a lot, you can work in a work setting through virtual reality, through a headset, and using the different pressure plates. One of the big things for me is that my foot pressures have been off. I didn't necessarily feel my feet that well on the court. I couldn't differentiate between all of my toes, and that has impacted the way I push off my feet, how fast I am, my reflexes, all of those things. So the cool part is about coming here to GCNC is that you can work all of those things to get better at in tennis in a clinical setting, whether it be through virtual reality headsets and working on foot pressure and balances through that, or working with force plates to make sure you have a visual representation of where your balance is and where your center of gravity is, to then translate that immediately with a racket in your hand or a ball in your hand, and then go on the court and feel an immediate difference. I wasn't actually looking at the ball, even though visually I could see the ball. I was wearing an eye tracking device on the court that actually showed your eyes are not locked on the ball. So those little things that I would never have known just doing it by myself or just working only with a tennis coach have been massive. For sure, I would not be in the top 50 in the world in doubles without those kind of implementations and those kind of work angles. when I noticed that my ranking was starting to move up, I felt like I wanted to do something back for how much they've done for me. And one of the easiest and most impactful way for me to do that is to wear their logo and the patch on my shirt, because that creates a lot of visibility when I'm playing on a big court or there are cameras around. And I don't think that GCNC should be a secret that I want to keep. I think a lot of professional athletes and just a lot of people in general would benefit from knowing what Georgia Chiropractic Neurology Center is, and the wonderful work that they do here. So sometimes I've been here and I've seen students from Life University here come over and do evening sessions to get taught by Dr. Ellis or by any of the doctors in the clinic. My current coach, actually, Jacob, he's been one of the people that GCNC have taught, and the cool part is that he can take his knowledge into a professional sports environment and apply all of the lessons that he's learned, even in our warm-up or during matches and in our recovery and stuff like that. And yeah, to represent GCNC on the biggest stages in the world has been an honor.